preparing your portfolio. Now, your portfolio for the application to the Art Psychotherapy Diploma Program here at CIAT is as important as a resume when you're applying for a job. In fact, your portfolio should highlight your process for creative expression, your passion for therapeutic arts, and in essence, it is an exhibit of your creative journey and your creative self. I've gathered together some of my own artwork so that we can look through it and talk about some of the do's and don'ts and how to improve your portfolio. Now, whether you're coming to us with a fine arts master's degree or whether you're a self-taught artist, everything about the way you present your image is a message and is important. You've got 10 to 12 images you can include, so choose them wisely and make sure they're showing us a great variety of your expression. With this one here, I notice there's a found object to the bottom right. Now, what I would want to know is this object attached to the painting or is it placed there for the photograph? So tell us why it's included, tell us what's important, and in the interview, I'm going to have some good questions to ask about this piece. Now, when you look at this painting, I think one of the things that's most distracting is the background. So when you're photographing your art, if you haven't yet done so, make sure you use a plain background. Now, this little sculpture has been photographed with some very bright light on it and a very busy background, but it is actually a backdrop. So it's much better than this painting that's on a messy background. But nevertheless, I find it still distracting, especially with that big crease at the back. Now, here is a sculpture where the background has been extracted. If you can take a new photograph, you can simply hold up a piece of white paper behind it and get the same reaction. If not, then extract it in post-production and then decide for yourself, is it better that it's a white background or a black background? So here's the same sculpture on a white background or a black one. If you include fabric pieces in your portfolio, a great way to show us the depth of the fabric and the textures is to do a close-up front on with the light front on. It throws some shadows, and normally shadows are bad, but this shows us it's three-dimensional. And here you can really feel the different textures and materials that have been used in this piece. Please be aware, if you're going to use pieces that are highly sensitive and personal to you, I would caution you against including them in your portfolio. The reason I'm suggesting not including them in your portfolio is because we're not sure who's going to see your portfolio. It'll be the directors and the faculty and the acceptance committee. But it could also be members of the Ministry of Advanced Education. When they do an inspection on the school, they randomly select student files, and if yours is chosen and your portfolio is in there, then you can assume it is being viewed by others. So if it's highly personal, then don't include it in your portfolio. If you still want to show it to us as you feel it's important for your interview, then ask us in the interview if you can screen share and show it to us then. If you are choosing to include one piece of photography in your portfolio, make sure that we can see why you've included it, that it's thought-provoking, provocative, it's got great composition, it's got great color, it's got great lighting. That's what we're looking for in art pieces. So make sure your photography does the same thing, or that your photography is full of metaphor and symbolism. I can't think of a better way of talking to clients about their healing journey through therapeutic arts by observing a beautiful future through a broken window. So here's what I recommend. Gather the 10 to 12 images that you feel are important, show them to somebody you trust and see what they think about your selection, and then alter the images, extract the backgrounds, make sure we can see the image clearly, and then add details. Turn them into a slideshow or posters, add in the title, the materials used, the dimensions, if you know it, the year you created it, and what your involvement is. So from this image here, where I'm the performance and the artist, you can see Shattered Self, wood, mirror and paper, 16 by 24 inches, created in 2002, performance and art by Cheryl Ann Webster. On this image, you can see I chose a white background because it really showed the artwork a lot better than the black background, but it still has the title, materials, dimensions, year, and created by. This piece was also exhibited at the Tom Thomson Gallery, so I've included that on the descriptor. When it's a performance piece, be it video, song, poetry, light performance, whatever that performance is, make sure you take a good steal of the performance so that you can include it in the portfolio, embed a link to that performance, and make sure the link is still active when you submit it for your application. Also, if you need permission from other people that were involved in that performance, make sure you get that prior to sharing it with us. So have fun pulling together your portfolio. We look forward to reviewing it as part of your application.